My partner, Quick, and we do a cultural community-based dance class every Monday. And I've been having some challenges integrating my YouTube videos into my daily life. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to do something a little different today, which is to just talk to you as I normally would a friend, and talk to you about some esoteric things that I know and share what it is that I know. So yeah, I did do this really cool thing where once a week I cleanse my face and I wax it. I wax my eyebrows, I wax my upper lip, I do. And I also did this cool thing today where I put together coconut oil, about a tablespoon of coconut oil, with banana, about maybe a fourth or half a cup of banana, and then also mixed it with turmeric. So I got together coconut oil, turmeric, and banana, and I put it on my face. I really am into holistic health and wanting to just, I don't know, I just have this thing where I want to put natural things on my face, you know what I'm saying? I was never into it when I was younger. You couldn't have convinced me of any of this, that I was going to be into astrology, numerology. I was just very disconnected, which is why it's so important for me to share this with you, because I was, actually, believe it or not, I identified as an agnostic, as somebody who sort of believed in some kind of higher power, but was, well, I myself was sort of a very bitter agnostic, more leaning toward an atheist. I believed that, you know, the divine myths had no purpose, that there was no point in life when I was about 18 or 19, and then I had this huge life change. And so now I'm beyond a believer. I'm a knower. I know to trust my heart. Not to say that I always have all the knowledge, but I know to trust my heart. And that's a daily practice. And it's difficult sometimes for people who identify as intellectuals or who operate from more the mental, rational, logical, intellectual standpoint, because that's so rewarded in our society. This is a pretty cool thing my tia gave me, my Nina gave me. So anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about some esoteric stuff, and I also wanted to talk a little bit about the moon sign as it relates to astrology. In Vedic astrology, they recognize the moon as the mind. And in Western astrology, they recognize the moon as more so the emotional body, who you are authentically when their lights are off and you're sitting in bed at home with yourself. So oftentimes people will take a look at their astrology, or they'll come to, astrology will come into their lives, and they'll learn a little bit about their conscious self, or their sun sign, which represents the consciousness of their father. And they'll say, oh, you know what? Astrology is a bunch of crap because I don't even identify with my sun sign. Like, what the hell? This is just so annoying. It's just an overgeneralization, and everybody who believes in this is just foolish. Well, I would encourage you to look a little harder, my friend, because if astrology, numerology, the tarot, any of the esoteric sciences has come into your life, it's probably pointing at something that you need to look at. So are you going to answer the call and look deeper, or are you just going to criticize without knowing and doing your full research? This is when it comes to the moon sign, because the moon sign is actually who you are naturally. Now, the sun sign is who you're coming into. It's who you're becoming. And if you're maybe over the age of 30, 35, you could perhaps more appropriately identify with some of the key attributes of your sun sign, of your conscious self. So, well, it is important to make that distinction, that the sun sign is actually your conscious self. It's who you're growing into. It's who you're becoming, which means that the younger you are, this is generally speaking, you may not naturally identify with many of the key words associated with your sun sign, because it represents your consciousness, which is always currently growing and expanding, but the moon sign represents your subconscious self of the influence of the divine feminine and the mother energy. So the moon sign is actually who you are deep down. It's what you exude. And also when we talk about compatibility and romantic compatibility, I always love to look at the moon sign, because when you get beyond the social niceties and the barriers that you wear in your mask and your rising and your sun sign, then what comes out is your